Question 3. In the diagram, line AB and line CD are secants to the circle and they intersect inside the circle at point P, which is not the center. What is the value of x? So again, I first have to decide which of these theorems was to use. Is it inside the circle, outside the circle with secant intersecting lines, or outside the circle with tangent and secant intersecting lines? Well, this says that it's secant to the circle and they intersect inside. So this is the one that I'm going to use. Again, I typed that theorem out into the words that I understood. So now I'll just step through it. So the product of segment lengths of one chord is equal to the product of segment lengths of the other chord. Okay, so a chord, let's identify our first chord. So from A to B, even though that says that that's the line, the chord is represented by the segment that is just within the circle from points A to point B. So now the segments would be from A to P, there's one segment of it, and from P to B, that's the other segment of it. So product means multiplication, so I would be multiplying 21 times 2x. Now let's identify our other chord. That would be from C to D, and again the chord is just the segment that is within the circle. So that's this whole chord right here, C to D. Now the segments of those chords are from C to P and from P to D. So the product of those, since C to P has two terms, it has x plus 5. I'm going to include that in parentheses, so x plus 5 being multiplied by 27. The reason I include it in parentheses is because the x is being multiplied by 27 as well as that positive 5 being multiplied by 27. So that's why I include it in the parentheses. So I'm going to use the algebra calculator from Symbol Lab and step through the work. Okay, so the first one it says is to expand 21 times 2x. So that's this half right here. So 21 times 2x, we multiply the numbers, 21 times 2, which is 42, and we have x. And then it says to expand x plus 5 times 27. Okay, so since this x plus 5 is in parentheses, again, both of those terms are going to be multiplied by 27. So we would end up with 27 times x, so that's 27x, and 27 times 5 is 135. So that's how they ended up with 42x right here, and 27x plus 135 right here. So now they're solving for x and they're subtracting 27x from both sides to collect like terms, because there's an x term on this side and an x term on this side. So they're just gathering all of their like terms. So 27x minus 27x reduces down to plus 0. So 0 plus 135 is just 135. And 42x minus 27 reduces down to 15x, and then 15x divided by both sides by 15. So 15x divided by 15 reduces down to 1, which is what our goal is 1x, and again that 1 is implied in mathematics. And 135 divided by 15 is 9. So one value of x is equal to 9. And that's the step-by-step of how to simplify this.